Hi, David Odell here with Odell Complete Concrete. This is our first day on the job site. We're going to do a lot of concrete in this backyard. Right now it's just dirt, weeds, and grass. We're going to go 20 feet off of the house, off of the further set point of the house. Then we're going to come 5 feet out off of this pop out. That's a room addition that they added on. It's not the original build for that house. Here's the dumpster arriving. This arrived about 30 minutes after we got here and unloaded the tractor. So the timing worked out real nice for us. I also have my dump trailer here just in case I'll have to take multiple loads, and I have a backup. But here's the laser level. Right now we're trying to figure out where is everything going to drain to, because right now everything kind of just absorbed into the dirt because there's a lot of it back there, on a rainfall. So now that we're going to be doing a lot of concrete, we have to shed the water off. We're going to take it to the front of the house, around, through the side yard. So after we shot it in, we determined that there's a lot of dirt to remove to get it to slope. I initially was going to do a step up off of that side yard, and then would have alleviated a lot of dirt removal by doing a step up. But once we shot it in from the other side of the house, the existing sidewalk, to this side of the house, we only had a total slope of 6 inches in 50 feet. So we had to go to the lowest level, which is this side, and that's where we're going to be draining everything. We're going to do a V or a valley about 6 feet off of the house, straight to this side of the property. Then it'll just go out to the front. That air conditioner is going to remain there. It's not going to get moved and reset. A lot of times I'll have them removed, reset them on top of the new concrete. But in this case, we're just going to leave it there. I'm going to form out around it. That way I'm not really, I'm not hooked up on that elevation of where it's setting. Because a lot of times those elevations of those pads don't work. So we'll set forms around it at the right elevation for the concrete. Then you can pack some gravel around it or whatever for drainage. Here we have a little 5-foot walkway off the end of this pop out. That was the initial plan anyway, 5 foot. But as we started working here, we got an upgrade and a change order basically. Now we're going to come out all the way about half of the backyard is going to be concrete, rather than just that 5-foot walkway and a little 15 by 15 shed pad and then the patio slab. Now it's just going to come straight across about 30 feet out. So it's about 30 by 50 the total area of concrete we're going to do. So about 1,500 square feet. Everything's going to drain towards the house from the backyard and then around the side yard. At least that is the hope. It's kind of the plan we're going to go with on this. You could slope it to the backyard, but at some point it's just going to flood, and then it's going to just back up onto your patio inevitably. So we're just going to make it go in the right direction to start with. That stakes you see there are our line stakes, and that stake that's about 5-6 feet off the corner of that house, that's the valley area. So it's breaking in both directions there from the backyard. It's sloping towards the house, and then it's going to catch that valley and then run across the yard to the other side. We left a 1-foot planter bed, which is always a good thing to do when you have a property line fence, especially wood, because you're going to probably have to replace the post at some point in time. So you need that 1 foot of space. And also, it's also good for drainage too. Or if you want to run future electrical, water, things of that nature, or drains, you have that space to utilize. The grade's getting pretty close at this point, so I broke out the shovel and just trying to do a little fine tuning. Now we are going to run a future conduit. That's the electrical panel over there on that side of the house. So we're going to run this over here just so we can pull some low voltage through, or you may want to put a receptacle back here. But at least it gives you that option to do something in the future. And then it's protected also from the concrete. That sweep at the end is not glued, so that can be pulled off and just continue to wherever. We're setting a form where we meeting that cobblestone walkway there, because it's kind of undulating over there. So we're just going to get a straight line with the 2x4, and then that cobblestone can be reworked to that potentially. Now we flooded this pretty heavy the night before we started compacting it, because we wanted the water to penetrate pretty deep. And if you try to compact early, it just sticks to your plate. So it soaked overnight, came back the next morning, and it just about right, really. So right now you can see those openings in the side of the house, those little panels. Those are actually, there's a bathtub shower stall in there, and that gives you access to the plumbing. So I opened those up to find the actual floor of the house so I could see it. And my main objective is to make our concrete lower than the floor of the house slab. That's why I looked into those. Alright, these two sewer cleanouts are directional cleanouts. One is going one direction in the pipe, and the other one is for going the other direction in the pipe for running a snake through. Right now I just have to adjust the height of them and put some easy access brass collars around it that'll be flush to the top of concrete. So I'm just using the Milwaukee right angle grinder here. I have a diamond blade in there. It seems to work really nice for that ABS. Initially in this house, because of its age, these pipes that are going into the backyard is because typically you'd have your sewer cleanouts in the front, you know, where the main is running down the middle of the street. But in this case, it actually went to a septic tank in the backyard, but it's been converted over a long time ago. But they utilized a portion of the existing plumbing that headed to the back, and then they just rerouted it around the side of the house to the main in the street, and abandoned the sewer and backfilled it or whatever they did with it. So that's why we have these two in the backyard. And there's actually another clean out on the other side that we'll show that too a little bit. And we had to put a clean out adapter on that as well. Now here's some nice knives I just got. I got a bunch of these, and you know, it has all the attachment. It has the screwdriver, the Phillips head, the corkscrew. It's got a bottle opener. It's got the knife. Real nice little tool. But I'm going to give away 10 of those in this video. So anybody wants the Odell Complete Concrete knife, just say that in the comment section, and then I'll put you in the drawing. The Google randomizer will spit out 10 winners, and I'll let you know in the next video who the winners are. Then you give me your mailing address and I'll mail them on out to you. So 10 winners, good luck. Well, here's the fiberglass rods going in, made by Owens Corning. They're 3/8 inch diameter, comparable to 1/2 inch steel. Here's another sewer clean out. Now that's heading to the street at that point. Those screed pins that I'm setting right there, that's just a straight slope to the valley area, and that's the next set of screed pins I'm setting. That's the actual flow line. So we got about 4 inches slope from this side of the house to the other side. We have plenty of slope towards the valley from the back towards the house. We're running these fiberglass rods every 2 feet, both directions. And then also when the concrete arrives on site, I'll dump some fiber mesh in. I'm going to put about a pound per yard. Here's the Makita rebar tire. Much quicker than tying by hand with the spool, with any means. This will beat them all. And now we give it another flooding the day before concrete pour. And this is what it should look like when you're ready to pour. Nice compacted ground, leveled off, all your screed pins set. Now you're ready to come in and pour some concrete at this point. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2 because that's pour day. This particular part is all about removal and setup, and then we're going to do the pour on the next one. We're going to saw cut it on about 8-foot centers. We're going to do a broom finish. We're going to use the 50% horsehair, 50% nylon broom on it to give it a beautiful non-slip finish. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.